The time is finally here. Let us go over the plan again. Our objective is to kill the Thousand-Year Queen and take over the capital, Lethesta. The city is preparing for the Essence Blessing. Arif is already there to find out how to use it to our advantage. In the meantime, we will prepare for the attack. But? Our forces are limited. If you can spare some time to help with the preparations, talk to my lieutenant.
Got it. I will see what I can do.
We'll keep our eyes on the capital, and I have a falcon keeping track of Arif. I'll know if he goes astray.
We'll send you a signal when we are ready.
An anvil. We can rest and grow stronger there. To think that this unseeming cave above the road was the secret gate to Bastengar.
The old ways of the Knights. Who knows how many of them have been forgotten?
Watch where you step. The sand here is different.
Return to dust. Shatter it.
see that traveling man. He might have something we need.
What's going on?
As I told the others, the gates to the city are closed. Move along.
What? Why?
We suspect an imminent surge of wraiths. If you don't want to get killed, you should leave. The Enlightened at the estate were supposed to do something about it, but the fires are still not lit.
How do I get to the priest estate?
Turn around and look southeast. It's on the hill there, by the sunflower fields.
I must leave. One of the chains that holds the sundial. A symbol of Thelos' power.
Not just a symbol of their power, a manifestation. You are badly wounded. Let us find an anvil to rest.
High Priest, is this sufficient?
Thelos is still angry with you. You are that unnamed with the cursed relic.
If you've heard about me, then it makes things easier. What is going on with the fires? The city is blocked and people could be in danger.
Don't tell me what I already know, Curse-bearer. Thelos' rage is upon us. There are wraiths everywhere, and we cannot reach the Eternal Shrines. We Enlightened are not the same as you. We are too important to die.
Pathetic, incompetent cowards.
The people are in danger while you do nothing? How do we light these fires? Tell me.
You would light the Eternal Shrines. Well, why not? After all, you can be useful.
Shorten your sermon, priest, or I might really curse you.
Find oil in the storage room upstairs and use it on the shrines. It will attract the wraiths away from the city. Now go if you must.
This oil, it's mixed in with essence.
Will this attract the wraiths then?
Not sure where, but yes. I can see this working somehow. You are weakened. These fires, they are an interesting trick. Burning a mixture of oil and essence.
You sound curious.
Humans are consistently surprising. I see a kite in the air. The traveling vendor must be close.
That did it. We should head back to the High Priest.
I'm wondering how they're planning on attracting the race where they want.
What do you mean?
Well, attracting the race is something, but you wouldn't want to attract them to yourself, right? The gauntlet must be stronger to crush this.
High Priest, is this sufficient?
I have lit the shrines. Will the city be protected now?
So you really are capable. Yes, the Eternal Shrine shall distract the wraiths for the city.
Why are there so many wraiths anyway? And so strong? Is it always like this?
No. If I may correct your ignorance, the wraiths are attracted by the gathering of essence.
It happens every year for the Essence Blessing ritual.
It is our role to light the...
Enlightened?
What do you want, insolent? Can't you see I was speaking?
But it's the city. Wraiths are at the door of Lethesta. They're calling for help.
What?
Damn it! We have to help!
Wait.
What do you want? I have to go.
Take this. These are the robes of the Holy Guards. They hold great power.
So you can be useful then.
Go, insolent.
I thought lighting those fires was supposed to do something.
The priests are fiddling with magic they don't grasp. What would you have expected?
All the people, they're dead.
This level of destruction. Be careful. Something is coming. The energy vanishes after some time.
What is that?
I have never seen its like before.
Is that the thing that killed everyone?
We must take it down, now!
Take it down!
That wraith was something.
It killed all these people. If it had entered the city...
They put their trust in the Enlightened, yet they are nothing but deceivers, playing with powers they do not understand. And even when you, an unnamed, risk your life to defend the people, they praise Thelos and the Queen.
I'm just glad I can protect people now.
But for how long? This has to end, one way or another.
Let's get into the city. We know what we have to do.
What? How? You saved us! What was that? Magic? Are you with the Enlightened?
Let's say I am. So, can you open the gates now?
Sure. Open the gates! Thelos praise you.
Fools, not realizing that Thelos is the reason race exists.
Unnamed. We were fated to meet again. Filth. Bringing that cursed relic into this holy city.
This cursed relic has just saved your skin.
Insolence. But I am an honorable man. I can only see that the people of Lithesta will be thankful to you, despite your true worth.
That last fight took its toll, but I can still deal with you.
Thelos has chosen me once, and you ran. Do not run next time. The people may be thankful, but I still know what you are. Do not disturb this holy place. I have my eyes on you.
Do you not want to deal with him?
I think we have better things to do. We shouldn't forget that we are in Thelos' territory.
Indeed. They could attack at any moment.
Now, a reef. We need to find a reef.
Hey, Gauntlet Bearer, over here. Got a message for you from a friend.
This is the upper city. Do not loiter here.
Everybody has to pay their taxes. Disobedience is a crime.
Who allowed this ruffian in the upper city?
We should ask the guards.
Ah, you got in. I was able to enter before they closed the gate. I understand you were not so lucky.
It took some effort, but I'm here. Did you do your part?
Surely you jest. Kendra has her damn bird following me around, pecking me if I slack off. I had a look around, yes, and I think I found our way in. The palace is tightly guarded, but there is something we could use to create an opening.
The Essence Blessing?
Ah, I see that you've caught on. If something were to happen during the ritual, the guards would be too busy to see us get in.
What do you have in mind?
We have to know more about how the ritual will be performed. Learn what you can at the spire. You can get in from the main plaza.
Have you heard anything on Valerie?
I have not seen her. But there was a rumor she visited the upper city. Recently, too. There is hope. Only a little. But still.
I see.
Once you're done, find a friend, Graveler, in the lower city. He might be able to help.
This fruit is most delicious. What is it?
Anyone will be punished who interrupts the Essence Blessing.
This is the upper city. Do not loiter here. Rather, leave.
Do not disturb the enlightened in the spire. The Essence Blessing is underway.
Oh, everlasting blaze!
Destroy.
Bloody thing.
Please be careful where you step. This is a holy ground.
Never saw you around here before. Now is not a good time.
I'll be on my way quick. I just want to know how the essence ritual works.
Oh, right. I see. All the collected sand goes into the kiln where it is burned. You should get interested in that. I happened upon this old document. It'll probably be more useful for you for whatever it is you're doing.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I'm just as sick as you of what's happening here. But I said nothing. Good luck.
Do not disturb the enlightened in the spire. The essence blessing is underway.
Make sure you do not leave any junk in the holy ritual site.
What do you want? I'm working good, see?
Relax. I am a fellow unnamed. I just want to know how the essence ritual works.
Oh, okay. Phew. I thought you were with them. Not much I can tell you, I'm afraid. The Enlightened don't allow anyone but us unnamed inside the kiln. And only with sand for the ritual.
Oh, these things are getting...
What do you want?
What can you tell me about the essence blessing?
The kiln is the most important thing in this spire.
So this kiln is where it all comes together. You will need to get in there.
And this friend of a reef has to tell us what to do there.
Oh, these things are getting heavier.
No one is allowed into the kiln at this time. No one is allowed into the kiln at this time.
Do not disturb the enlightened in the spire. The essence blessing is underway.
Please, don't!
Then stay where you
Watch
belong.
where you're going. The lower part of the city doesn't have...
You look like a rebel. I may have what you need.
And as long as the essence flows, Thelos will watch over us and protect...
Watch out. Only thieves and...
I'll be fine.
bloody priests! Who are they to preach at me?
Got something for you over here?
You're the gauntlet bearer Arif told me about.
Are you Graveler? Arif sends me. We want to disrupt the Essence Blessing and...
Not so loud. Quietly. I know about your foolish idea to get to the Queen, but I'm not cooperating with that unless you have a plan.
The kiln in the heart of the spire is essential for the blessing. We must sabotage it.
First, you'd need to get to the kiln.
In my old clothes, I'll look like any of the unnamed workers.
And then what's the plan? What's the sabotage?
I'm not sure. I was just thinking of destroying the oven, perhaps.
Amateur. I can think of something that would be flashier. Something corrupted the essence in our mine. Nasty thing, spread like a tumor. Throw whatever it is in the kiln, and it would create a shit show.
So this something that corrupts the essence, where is it?
Unsure. But it should be deep in the southwest mine.
I'll meet with Arif and talk. Let's keep all this between us.
Brother, do you think anyone else?
As long as the essence flows, Thelos will...
It is time to put this essence we have been accumulating to use.
I offered
Watch where you're going.
Go back to the lower city.
What? I didn't do anything.
I'm sure you have. Look at this reward. They're still certain.
Thing in the ground. It could help us get to the watchtower.
It doesn't seem like I can unearth it.
Yes. There's a missing piece we would need to do it. are badly wounded. Let us find an anvil to rest. The gauntlet does not have the strength to unearth that from the sands. You need more pieces.
Greetings. I wish I could offer you something to drink, but, well, we don't have much.
It's all right. I'm looking for someone. Your former forewoman.
She's just up the stairs back there. You can't miss her.
Hey, Gauntlet Power! You did a swift job on that buried gate. Phew!
Our village may one day be interesting for traders again.
What brings you to a desolate place like this?
Graveler sent me. He said I could find something here that corrupts the essence.
In the mine, yes. But the watchtower above us means getting down there is impossible. There's another group headed there now, led by a woman who just arrived. This tracker is very determined.
Tracker?
She arrived a few days ago. Could barely walk, but she was determined we'd do something. They left a few hours back. Then there was an explosion. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure the old path up is still intact. You'll have to see for yourself.
Is there another way up?
There's a camp of hunters by the road to Lithesta. One of them, an odd one, knows this area. Maybe he can help you.
There was a wooden path leading up there.
Not anymore. We need to find our own path to the watchtower. That thing in the ground, it could help us get to the watchtower. We may be able to reach Tracker and the hunters the miner mentioned.
It doesn't seem like I can unearth it.
Yet. There's a missing piece we would need to do it. It is time to put this essence we have been accumulating to use.
I am looking for a hunter. An odd one. I've been told he would know specifics on this area.
I presume you are this gauntlet bearer I've been hearing about.
I am.
So it's true what they say. There's another hunter of race in our territory.
You hunt wraith?
Yes, but just the small ones. They leave essence materials behind. Useful and precious stuff. And lucrative.
Do you know of any odd hunter, then?
Plenty of odd people around here. But there is one I can think of. Might be your guy. He lives southeast from here. Let me mark it for you. But yes, he is odd. I would describe him as such.
Greetings. I was told that you might be able to help me. I need to reach the watchtower up on the cliff, but the path has been destroyed by an explosion.
I was waiting for you. I have a piece of that gauntlet.
Wait, what? How do you... Who are you?
I'm a friend who wants Thelos gone and my master safe.
What master? I will need more than that.
I don't sense anything amiss. The piece is genuine.
Don't worry. You'll meet my master soon enough.
This is it. This piece is the final part of the unearth power. With it, you will be able to unearth and reveal structures of the ancient past. And with them, we can surely reach the watchtower. We just need more shards to make it work. You're tired and the idol is weak. Let us find an anvil to catch our breath. This is not what we need. There is something nearby. We should search in the sand. Nothing we can use. This is not what we need. One more shard for us means more hope for this world. Good. We can grow stronger with this. This power. A shard is close. We should look for it. We have all the shards we need to attach that piece we found.
Greetings. We could really use some help.
We should be able to unearth that ancient structure now.
Can it be?
Tracker!
Are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I'm fine. How about you, old woman?
I'll be okay. Thanks to you. Is that really you? Alive?
Looks like I got here in time.
You certainly did. I'm so glad to see you. When I heard the stories about this gauntlet bearer, I knew we would cross paths again.
Well, a lot has happened, but let's get to someplace safe. We can catch up on the way.
So you went through all of that to find us?
That was the original plan, at least.
But now, you have this bigger mission. One that only you can accomplish. How much you've grown.
You are fighting with all you have, Tracker.
What choice do we have? What brings you here?
I'm working with the Knights of Bastingard to overthrow the Queen. And for that, I need to derail the Essence Blessing.
Overthrow the Queen? Is it really possible?
I didn't expect that.
I heard about corrupted essence in the mine. Is it true?
Look in the mine's depths. Maybe you can find the source.
Thank you. Rest now, all of you. I will see it done.
Stay safe. And come back to us when you can.
What happened to the caravan?
After the storm calmed, we moved on. We were able to reach a castrum, and most people stopped there. Morath was bedridden, so the caravan split. We never knew what happened. He kept saying he had been chosen or something, but he couldn't even walk.
His body must have been too weak for Thelos.
They have always been on our side, and I knew I'd be safe here. Many were sick, and we had to leave them behind. But we ultimately reached Lythesta. Sadly, not all of us.
Take care, Tracker.
You too. Once you've dealt with the Queen, we can talk more. I will need to help to secure this village.
So much has happened since I last saw her. Everything has changed.
You have outgrown her. Outgrown your past. You wield the power of a god.
It's cheaper than Lythesta prices.
An anvil must be nearby. The gauntlet resonates with it.
I can't leave the city.
People here have even more miserable lives than the unnamed in the city.
It's not their fault. They were seen as disposable.
I see hope in their eyes when they look at you. The watchtower is gone. We can enter the mine. There is something nearby. We should search in the sand. This is not what we need. Do you see the light coming from the depths? It may emanate from whatever is corrupting the essence. There is something nearby. We should search in the sand.
I need to keep searching.
This is not what we need. Nothing we can use. This relic. It is from the war with Thelos. It is centuries old. It was made by humans to cut Thelos from their source of power, the essence.
Isn't essence the life of the land? What would corrupting it do?
Humans may sometimes make extreme decisions that later turn against them. It looks like there is an essence stone attached to the relic. It must be from the times of war, too. But it has nothing to do with the corruption. The relic is the source.
What would happen if we threw this into the kiln?
It would trigger a chain reaction in the essence, a surge of energy.
Is it dangerous?
Not for people, but I may be phased slightly by it. We will have to see.
The vanguard! We clear the way for our fellow knights!
We can make our armor stronger with essence. The anvils can help.
This is the upper city. Do not loiter here. Rather,
their taxes. Disobedience is a crime in the eyes of the law.
Who allowed this ruffian in the upper city? We should all...
I have the corrupted essence. Are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
I'll get this into the kiln. Then we will be off to the palace.
I'll send the signal to Kendra as soon as things start getting heated in the city. After all, she stuck me with a bird for that purpose. Might as well use it.
Who allowed this ruffian in the upper city?
We should ask the guards to put a fence around the lower city.
The gates of Lithesta are open again. Do not disturb the enlightened in the spire. The Essence blessing is underway.
Thelos, O everlasting blaze.
I have to wear my old clothes. They will let me in if they think I'm an unnamed.
Stop! Only workers may enter.
If you looked like a worker.
the cleansed essence even go? That bloody Wraith takes it.
What is this? This should not be happening. Leave the chamber at once.
That did it!
Yes, it did.
What's wrong?
As I said, it is the essence. It is making me feel dizzy.
This is the essence ritual. I've seen these before. Copies. A merchant had them.
A curious.
Look there. Them transport, then...
Intriguing.
I've never seen anything like this.
I can't look away.
I heard screams when something happened with the essence spire.
The High Priest expects applicants for the enlightened.
This fruit is most delicious.
Where is Arif? We were supposed to meet here.
He's already stuck into the palace. You did a good job in there. Now hurry to the throne room. Our wishes be with you.
The stench of those unnamed.
Come on, unnamed. Catch me some butterflies, or you won't get some.
I knew you would be causing trouble.
Morath.
Filthy unnamed.
Stand down, Captain.
My queen. But...
Leave us.
Hey!
Arif? What's going on?
Come, Gauntlet Bearer. We have much to talk about. The door will hold them, but we don't have much time. Listen, Gauntlet Bearer. I am on your side. I have always been.
Arif, did you know about this?
No, I only learned this just a few minutes ago. She knew I was coming.
I was the one who led your caravan into the cursed route, so someone would find the gauntlet. And you did. You found Niall. In fact, they must be here as we speak.
I do not think she is lying.
No matter what you did, we're here to take this city.
It is not mine to give, I am afraid. I am just a puppet, a symbol the people follow. Thelos, they are the one in control of the Watcher, of the Enlightened, and of Niall's eternal prison.
What?
As long as Thelos is in this world, there can be no freedom. Not for me, not for Niall, and not for any of the people of this world. With this gauntlet, you bear the responsibility to break us all free.
I will do it.
Thank you. There is a wraith outside. I freed it from Thelos's control. It will take you to Niall's true resting place, and to Valerie's.
Valerie?
Now, you must go. Quickly.
Hold on. We are here for a reason.
I know. I will surrender to the knights. Hopefully this will quench their thirst for revenge. But know that whatever I do, the people will fight. The faith in Thelos is sadly much stronger than I am. I will think of you and pray for your success.
Let's get this over with. Would you look at the size of that thing? All right. Easy. Whoa! This is it. The realm of Thelos.
What's it doing with the essence?
My prison. I am there. The essence strengthens it, keeps me locked inside. To keep me imprisoned, and Thelos in power.
All the destruction, the essence mining, for this.
We should move. Hey, what's gotten into you? Damned thing. Wait! Wait, is that... No. No, please, no. Valerie, I didn't want... No, please, no. No.
I am sorry.
This is where I have been all this time. Banished, punished, an endless struggle. Trapped, blind. Then Valerie woke me. I led her here, but it only killed her. She was not strong enough for my power. I did this. I wanted to escape my struggle, but I did not know how fragile humans were, how imperfect the gauntlet was.
She didn't give up on you, even at the end. She trusted the gauntlet would be our only hope. Then let's at least fulfill that hope. We will free everyone from Thelos.
Valerie has had the last piece of the gauntlet. Once we find the last shards, it will be complete.
And then to Thelos.
Yes. Come, let us take that piece, and with it, the memories of this place.
It is hard to imagine now that two gods once ruled in peace. Partners closer than family. But Thelos was afraid of humans. Of their curiosity, their creativity, their ambition, and how they would use it to make weapons. To them, freedom was little more than chaos, unpredictable, uncontrollable, inefficient. Thelos rejected freedom for all humanity. They would embody order, control through the sharpened talon of the Wraith. All that opposed them were removed. And eventually forgotten. A constant flow of essence was needed to keep Niall contained. Thus, the essence ritual began.
This prison has held me for centuries, at the cost of so many lives who mined the essence. The gauntlet helped me resurface, slip away from the prison, but my whole being is still trapped there.
We'll get you out of there.
Perhaps. I have hope, for the first time in a long time. Thelos has to pay. We must go to their realm, a forbidden place, only accessible past the sundial. But the gauntlet needs its full power to crush its chains. Once we reforge the final piece with its shards, we may have a chance.
Look, this is one of the chains holding that wretched sundial, but it's too strong. I can't crush it.
We need to find the shards of the crushed piece to get through these. I sense some nearby, but others are in Bastengar. We will need to revisit the sunken city and find them.
Gauntlet Bearer, it's you! Whew. When the door suddenly disappeared, I thought I had a new problem on my hands.
Don't worry, it's just me. Any news from the Knights?
Right. We have advanced on many key positions and taken the roads and temples. The commander set up a siege camp in front of Lethesta's gates. A few squads are trying to get to the sundial chains. It's a rough fight, but we persevere.
Good. It must fall. But that will require a power I do not possess. Not yet, at least.
I'll pass on your status to the others. Fight well, Gauntlet Bearer. Victory is close at hand.
With these new powers, we can finally crush all those gates and chests we saw.
Now to remember where they were. I should check on Tracker.
Another anvil is close. Do you feel it? My prison was behind a mountain range and a temple all this time. Thelos. They imprisoned me. We need to end their rule, once and for all. The essence stones we're using could be stronger. We should polish them with essence.
Brothers, sisters, the commander has spoken. Our long exile is over. The wildlands await, where the forces of the Queen of Thelos...
I see a kite in the air. The traveling vendor must be close.
But their minds...
They won't stand a chance against you!
You, my fellow knights of Bastengar, have spent your entire lives training for this single moment, so we march into the wilderness.
I see that traveling man. He might have something we need.
Brothers, sisters, the commander
Knights of
has...
Bastingar, today you become heroes!
You realize that if this gate does not hold...
I can feel a shard nearby. Keep your eyes peeled. Feel that? We are close to a shard. feel that. We are close to a shard. There is something nearby. We should search in the sand. Nothing we can use. Every shard brings us closer to our goal. This power. A shard is close. We should look for it. The totems ran out of power. One more shard for us means more hope for this world.
So, can we expect our spears not to break if one of them...
Together you are strong!
We will miss you.
Brothers, sisters, the commander has...
There's still shards to find in these lands. We need them to crush that sundial. Use my senses to find them. The gauntlet is more...
We should take care...
The gauntlet is more...
We should take care of it.
The gauntlet...
We should take care of any unfinished business before we get to the sundial.
Those wounds need treatment.
I wonder what that tower on the side of the road must be.
I can feel a shard nearby. Keep your eyes peeled.
I wonder what that tower on the side of the road must be.
We have all the shards we need to attach that piece we found.
Greetings. We could really use some help. We could really use some help.
We may come back later, but our foes will regenerate. Look, the Knights are already here.
They must have cleared the wraiths around the chain.
Wow. Gauntlet's power really is a sight to see. We're counting on you.
Another group of knights. They must have fought hard.
It is nice having allies, is it not?
Dare you touch the holy sundial, low-life scum!
That voice! Mora! How?
Not exactly. This is... Thelos.
But that's Morath's voice.
Thelos. They may have taken Morath as a vessel, like they did before. Be prepared.
You should know your place, unnamed. What can you hope to accomplish?
Morath! You're being deceived. Thelos is using you.
He does not hear you. We have all the materials we need to improve our essence stones. I am excited.
Not succeed! I will stop you!
You're welcome to try.
That is the spirit.
I should check on Tracker.
Gauntlet Bearer, you're finally awake.
What happened?
You crushed the chains. The sundial fell. A wave of something rushed over us and knocked you out.
So that explains the pain.
Kendra ordered the troops to immediately move into the Black Alms. They are preparing for the final attack. I carried you here when I found you unconscious.
Thank you, Sarge. I need to follow Kendra and help her.
Be careful. The army was not harmed, but I feel a malicious presence from the sundial. Take this essence stone. Whatever is waiting for you up there, it should help you when you are surrounded.
Thank you. Thelos's wraiths will not stop me now that the goal is within my grasp. Let's not keep the others waiting.
should have remained in your prison. This is where you belong. I have shattered you once. I will do it again.
This world is dying, sucked of its essence so you may reign. No more! This world rejects you!
I've missed your spark, little one. But I am the world. I am its one true God. You are nothing. A remnant of the outdated ideologies. Lost and alone.
I am no longer alone. We will finish this.
So,
You're that hunter who gave us the peace.
I just hope Solia will be safe. I fear what the Knights might do to her.
Solia? The Queen. She is your master. I understand now. That's why you had the peace.
Long has she served Thelos. Did their bidding without showing how much it hurt her. In secret, she helped those who opposed them. Valerie, the Knights, and the other god. So she sent caravans near the gauntlet, hoping that eventually someone would pick up the gauntlet's voice. And this someone happened to be you.
I'll make sure the knights treat her fairly, but nothing will erase what she did to them.
The priest order had more influence than she could ever contain. But Solia, she will never walk away from her sins. She wanted you to have this armor. Wear it proudly in the upcoming battle. Maybe we will meet again when all of this is over.